Okay, here we go. IMO. What do you think of these?
Oh,
It's just a
Ooh.
Pew.
desolate spawn. Where are the resource indications for him? It's just forests.
Farmland.
What I love about IMO is whether they're going to get the altar of peace before turn 5, or are they going to fight?
I'm gonna guess they both go for Ultra Peace here. I don't see how fighting benefits either of them in this position.
Is he going to get a
Move
workshop or?
the vision to try to get trade him 3 stars instead of 5 later on. Thought that would be more useful.
He got a
Cool.
workshop, yeah.
He might move his first warrior west or northwest and then try to use his other warrior to shut Pew down from a second village, but other than that, I can't see why he'd fight. I think it would. It might. Yeah, Tiger is. He probably should fight him off this village. Yeah, secure that ruin, lock down the center of the map. There's a chance that he doesn't need to fight for the next 5 turns too, and he still gets his monument. But that's definitely worth giving up a monument to shut him down like that.
What is Tiger going to take a? Oh, what tech is he thinking about? Forestry? Hunting?
I that or philosophy probably. Well, no, not hunting. That'll only go up by 1 star. It's definitely philosophy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, there it was. Philosophy.
because if it was hunting, he would just be able to uh upgrade the city for 2 stars, which would be more than the increase in tech cost. I think how you're training that warrior like he did, he should have put his 5 health on the ruin, I think. Sending it to the village, probably could have done that with his capital warrior instead. And Pew doesn't look like he's putting up a. Not that he's not putting up a fight, not like he's giving up or anything, just that Tiger might be able to get his Ultra Piece out. He's not posing an immediate threat.
Well, the thing is, it looks like Pew is gonna have. Well, Pew's just gonna get his second city now, whereas Tiger's gonna have 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tiger could have gone for an even riskier, like slightly riskier anyways, play if he'd sent his 5 health to the ruin and then pushed it west further beyond there to try to get that part of the map faster. He would have reached his southwest city, like his third one, with the capital warrior. But I think it's fine to play conservatively like that if you have a big advantage in the opening, like he did.
Oh,
Oh,
forestry. Oh, forestry and org.
you've been able to buy philosophy too. You could have bought philosophy then those 2 techs.
He's going for. He's gonna expand borders. Get a giant. Yeah.
Yeah. I yeah, I think he needed to get philosophy there. I mean, maybe it wouldn't have mattered too much on only 2 cities. Like, it would have been more than the cost of philosophy, though, for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of the strength of IMO is if you can, if it makes sense to get philosophy, it pays off later.
He would, he'd be what, like 5 stars behind, like 4 stars on techs. Well, okay, 4 stars for he would have saved 3 stars on techs, and he would have lost 1 star, not being able to upgrade his capital. I'm sure later on there are more techs he'd want to buy.
He's just going for that giant.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it makes more sense to get that giant a lot faster and just try to send it straight to Tiger's capital. But also, a single giant by itself isn't going to do much against Mindbender. So how's Pew going to support it? Archers, riders, maybe? Hopes that Tiger just doesn't train to Mindbender, or
Well,
isn't able to.
and Tiger, that middle city has a lot of resources. Can he get his own giant?
He's playing slow and economic, which makes sense. The problem with that is, if Pew gets aggressive and moves his giant in more quickly than Tiger can deal with it, what's he going to do? So long as there's not a swordsman on that city, I think Pew does he have the resources to border over that second city of his?
You
No,
know,
it doesn't look good.
uh, I mean, if he got climbing and mining, maybe.
Would have been great with philosophy, not so much like this.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Mindbender. Yeah.
He just parks that behind his capital and he should be fine.
Oh, we got resources. Very nice. The question is, what's Pew gonna do with the resources?
Just being able to upgrade this city and get past that honestly annoying top cap.
He's thinking about riding? Did he get riding? I couldn't tell.
He did not.
He was thinking about it.
He's looking at it.
It
Getting riding and roads and trying to move that giant into the middle city, take it from there. That'd be a strong play for him. He also has the dangerous mass of warriors up by that second city. Could use that to try to take this northwest city.
There's the
This was
riding
the
and
big reason
roads.
that Tiger needed to not worry so much on getting that second city in the west.
Yeah.
If he'd already gotten this far west city, he would have been able to defend and try to fight for this other city in the northwest. That looks like it's going to Pew now.
Running out of time. Ah.
Okay, he goes for 2 warriors. Yeah, the warrior's still going to reach that west city with a single road. So can Tiger just mindbender, put that mindbender by that city? Does he have anywhere near enough for roads?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Yep,
Oh, if Hugh has vision on that, he stepped on the city earlier.
he does. Yeah, you can see it. So that's a defensive mindbender. I love seeing mindbenders in action in these games.
Yeah, that very wise decision for Tiger to get very calm and defensive for him to get that. See the border growth, see the monument, know exactly what's coming without vision. If he'd trained that mindbender a single turn later, it would have lost that center
That's
city. He would
right.
have lost this northwest city due to other stuff that
Yeah.
happened. He would have been down a city and down income, blah blah blah. But here he is still ahead 1 city. The only problem is it's with this 5 health warrior, which that's another reason I think it would have been better to go push for that earlier.
The philosophy earlier.
No, instead of moving his 5 health warrior that he used to help secure that center village to his safe and secure city in the
Uh,
southwest, I think he should have pushed west with it as soon as he could, because now it's a defensive liability. Uh, whereas if he'd gotten it even 3, 4 turns sooner, by pushing with it immediately, he would have been able to turn that into something like a place that he could generate offensive pressure from, as he can train units from there that can reach this northwest city, which he's given up to Pew.
And we see that lovely double Mindbender setup.
Yeah,
That
I
just
think
makes me
Pew
so
can just
happy.
siege here. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna run out of time! Quick! Quick, quick, quick! Oh, gotta play fast!
Yeah, I think the training of Mindbender on the city, it was well defended against the giant, but that was a little too aggressive. Like a warrior with a defense boost would have been better for him.
Yeah, and now we just need
Just
to see.
heals.
Pew needs to sneak in a
That's
couple riders.
risky considering he can get sieged here now. Pew makes one road and that's enough to siege that city. Oh, is Pew going to see it? Does he have vision? Yeah, he does.
He has vision, he can see it.
Yeah, it is. I think it does require like the correct attacking order, just so that there's space for his 10 health warrior to move in there. He needs to sacrifice the 5 health. I don't think a 5 health and 10 health, like 5 health rider, that bounces out. I think like it's 5 health warrior. That warrior dies, which frees up a space for the rider, which survives at 1 health and bounces away, and then the 10 health can go in and siege. Otherwise, he can just buy climbing too. But with the limited tiles, he's not gonna. He doesn't have time for it.
No, he doesn't have time. He's focusing on the capital, it looks like.
He's creating a variety of problems for Tiger. That's something that's always irked me about live games. Just that if a player has more cities, they're already likely doing better, but they also get more time to think on top of that.
Right. It's the rich get richer. Yeah?
That's a PewQ saying about how he eats his teammates in season games. He just goes eat the poor.
Does he say that?
So I'm sure he's fine with this situation.
Does Pew say eat the poor and he eats his own teammates?
Absolutely.
You know, if Pew was on my team, I'd that's probably the smartest strategy. Take all my cities, Pew. You play. You go.
You go, girl. You got this. No.
Exactly.
So I think Tiger's just trying to play defensively, solidify the city advantage he has, start going for Giants
I
of
actually
his
don't
own.
agree with him going population growth there. If he went border growth, he really could have cut off a lot of Pew's attacking ability around the center of the map. Since because right now you see he's having to shuffle his Mindbender around because the riders could be in range of it, and Tiger could have just completely shut that off there with border growth on that city.
Wouldn't have been too shut off just because there's still the East. Plus, just getting that Giant out where the Monument helps out a lot. No, wait, he already got his Monument from Capital tonight. But I'm wondering what his path to Giant was going to be there. Like, probably would have required math. This game hasn't even been PewQ versus Tiger Warfare. It's been PewQ versus Tiger Warfare and the game clock. Tiger can smack Pew's Giant and then heal with the Mindbender. Fantastic. What a wonderful world we live in.
Now I have that song in my head.
Every time I see the utility of Mindbenders, and it makes me happy. My heart grows one size.
I I agree. I love seeing people. I mean, obviously, this is IMO, so you kind of expect to see mind benders, but I still, it makes me so happy to see people using them offensively, defensively. I love it if someone can pop a giant and kick that mind bender forward and then you convert. I love that too.
Yeah. I think problem Pew's facing. Don't put the road there, man. The rider cannot move back. I mean, listen. Okay, yeah, it's over. I think he realized it too. I think like the big problem he had was he had offensive pressure coming from the giant. Like he spent a lot of like late game resources that would have been useful for him there on getting that early giant. And as soon as the early giant wasn't able to accomplish anything, like it opened a window for him. Tiger every turn that passed, it closed a little bit until Pew didn't see a way forward. I think he could have done something with that offensive pressure if he'd been able to get like the siege in the west and capture there, but he just ran out of time.
Yeah.